Welcome into Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. It's the Saints and the Lions. And welcome into another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. The 2-10 Saints, the 7-5 Lions. Davis in the house. Good to see you, Davis. Detroit will kick off. New Orleans will get it first. We're underway. Live from Detroit. Fielded by Pruitt, a yard deep over the 15, 20, 25. And Brian Pruitt, the rookie out of Vanderbilt, gets out to the 27-yard line. And that's where the Saints will have it, 1st and 10. Led by their starting quarterback, Peyton Hicks, in his third year out of Tennessee. The Saints at 10-2, they have the best record in the NFC by 3 games coming into this week. And something to think about, Los Angeles has won already. They're 8-5. If New Orleans wins, they win the NFC West. They would have a 3-game lead with 3 to go, and they defeated the Rams twice this season. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Hicks throws to Ward underneath, and Bobby Ward gets 3 yards out to the 27-yard line. Let's take a look at the Saints offense. Up front, Colson, Nix, Myers, Dixon, and Toomer. And then it's Hawks, Floyd, Wilder, Ward, and McAllister. Gain of 3 on the catch by Bobby Ward to be 2nd and 7. Four receivers set wide. Hicks in the gun. Hicks hands off to Wilder, and Wilder down to the 31-yard line. James Wilder in his third year out of Tennessee. Here's the Lions defense. They play a 3-4. Russell Ball and Pawlowski up front. Linebackers, Stewart, Neal, Saunders, and Stanley. And the secondary for Detroit, Reese, Starnes, Blades, and Chambers. It'll bring up 3rd and 6 for New Orleans. If the Saints win, they win the NFC West for the 2nd year in a row. 4 receivers set wide. Hicks in the gun. Hicks looking, throws to McAllister all the way out to the 41-yard line. A gain of 10. 1st down, New Orleans. Jared McAllister, the 4th-year receiver out of Colorado. Cody Neal, the linebacker, on the tackle for Detroit. The 7th-year linebacker out of Oklahoma State. In the NFC Central, Tampa Bay and Chicago are both 8-5. Detroit has to win to keep it a 3-way tie for first place, or they'll fall a game back. 4 receivers set wide. Hicks in the gun. Hicks looking, throws underneath, and it's picked off by Chambers. Detroit's defense comes up big. Antonio Chambers, the 4th-year defensive back out of Miami, picks it off, and Detroit will get it at their own 20 or 48-yard line. New Orleans' opening drive ends with a pick. And now Detroit will get it for the first time. It was intended for McAllister. And now the Detroit offense comes out, led by their quarterback, number 13, Taylor Lane Dickerson, the rookie out of Wake Forest. So a big opportunity here for Detroit early. They have it at their own 48-yard line, 1st and 10. 6:29 left here in the first. Detroit comes out, 4 receivers set wide. Dickerson looking. Dickerson throws to Farr, and Mike Farr all the way down to the 30-yard line. A 22-yard gain by Mike Farr, the 12th-year receiver out of Georgia Tech. First down, Lions into Saint territory down to the 30-yard line. Doubleheader tonight. We have the Chiefs and the Jets after this. These are the last two games of Week 13. We'll start Week 14 tomorrow. We'll also have Game 5, or make it Game 6 of the World Series tomorrow. First and 10, Detroit at the New Orleans 30-yard line. Taylor Lane Dickerson, the quarterback, takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Dickerson looking, rolls out, and Dickerson throws deep, and it's out of bounds. Way out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for David Tomlin, the intended receiver, but he overthrew the end zone there. Incomplete, it'll be 2nd and 10. 5:49 left to play here in the first quarter, no score. Detroit's opening possession. Trying to capitalize off the turnover. 4 receivers set wide. Dickerson in the gun. Dickerson to Freeman. And Charles Freeman, 2 yards down to the 28. Benjamin Clements on the tackle. The second-year defensive back out of Texas. Charles Freeman, the running back, in his 9th year out of California. Jimmy Jan with Sports Davis in the house. Always good to have Davis along. Misty's here. On 3rd down, Dickerson in trouble, gets sacked back at the 36-yard line. Making the sack, number 50 for the Saints, Andrew Moore, the second-year linebacker out of Nevada. And that sack may have pushed Detroit out of field goal range. I think it did. It'll be 4th down, and the Lions are going to have to punt. Unless they want to try a 53-yard field goal. Let's see what they choose to do. They're going to try a 53-yarder. John Decker comes out in his 18th year out of Virginia Tech. Kick is up, and that's not even close. So both teams come up empty on their opening drives. And now New Orleans will have it at their own 43-yard line. No score here in the first quarter. We're live from Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Week 13, our Sunday night game here at Jammin' Sports. The NBC game of the week. So the Saints will take over. Peyton Hicks, the quarterback, in his 3rd year out of Tennessee. Saints trying to win the NFC West for the 2nd year in a row. They currently have the best record in the NFC at 10-2. On 1st and 10, Hicks to Wilder, and James Wilder, his forward progress stopped at the 47-yard line. A gain of 4 yards, it'll be 2nd and 6. 4:35 and counting. We're in the first quarter, no score. Saints come out with 3 receivers to the far side. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks looking, throws, gets it out to Hawks. And Logan Hawks out to the 47-yard line. That'll be a 6-yard gain, just enough. First out, New Orleans. Logan Hawks, the 6th-year receiver out of Syracuse. First down, Saints. New Orleans now in Detroit territory. Coming up on 4 minutes left to play. Here in the first quarter, no score. New Orleans comes out on 1st and 10. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks to Wilder, and Wilder to the 45, a gain of 2. And that will bring up 2nd and 8. On the tackle, number 93, Jerry Ball, in his 9th year out of Nebraska. Clock is running, 3:35 and counting here in the first quarter. 4 receivers wide for the Saints. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks to Wilder, and Wilder gets a yard to the 44, be 3rd and 7. Cody Neal, the linebacker, on the tackle. So a big 3rd down for the Saints coming up, as we're coming up on 3 minutes left in the first quarter. 3rd and 7 from the Lion 44-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Hicks back to throw. Dumps it off to Hawks down to the 36-yard line. A gain of 8 yards and another New Orleans first down. That'll move the chains. Again on the tackle, Cody Neal. We have the Chiefs and the Jets after this. And then after that, we'll have hockey for you. We're finally into the Stanley Cup playoffs. It'll be game 1 between Colorado and Detroit. That'll be tonight after football. The Stanley Cup semifinal. In the offset eye, Hicks to Wilder, and Wilder is going to lose 2 yards back to the 38-yard line. Making the tackle, number 53, Henry Stanley, the 7th-year linebacker out of Michigan State, and that will bring up 2nd and 12. We're coming up on 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. On 2nd down, Hicks throws downfield, caught by McAllister, all the way down to the 14-yard line. A 24-yard catch by Jared McAllister, the 4th-year receiver out of Colorado. First down, Saints at the 14-yard line. New Orleans now threatening deep in Detroit territory. A 24-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 for the 14. Hicks under center. Hicks to Wilder, and Wilder is going to lose a yard back to the 15-yard line. On the tackle, number 96 for Detroit, Dan Stewart, the 5th-year defensive end out of Virginia Tech. And that's going to be a loss of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11 back at the 15-yard line. A minute 10 in counting. 4 receivers set wide. Make it 5 now. Empty backfield for Hicks. Looking, throws, underneath, incomplete. Broken up. Kevin Saunders, the 3rd-year linebacker out of Columbia, broke up that pass. And that will bring up 3rd and 11 for the Saints. A minute left. Well, no, incomplete pass. A minute 3 left. Here in the first quarter, 3rd and 11 for the Saints. Peyton Hicks under center. He's got Jefferson in motion. Hicks drops back. Looking, throws downfield to McAllister to the 5. A gain of 10 yards. New Orleans is going to be just shy of the first down. It'll be 4th and 1. Benny Blades on the tackle, keeping them from a first down. The 10th-year safety out of Florida. So New Orleans will have to kick a field goal. This will be a 22-yard attempt by Jerome Taylor, the rookie out of Clemson. And this will get New Orleans on the board first. Snap, kick is up. It's good. Saints lead at 3-0. 32 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. We're live from Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Week 13, our Sunday night game here at Jammin' Sports. The 10-2 Saints, the 7-5 Lions. Once again, the Saints can wrap up the NFC West title with a win tonight. They'd have a 3-game lead on the Rams, and they've beaten the Rams twice. So that means even if the Rams do tie them, New Orleans has the tiebreaker. So they can wrap up the division tonight. There's the kick. Fielded by Nixon at the 3-yard line over the 20-25. And Devin Nixon, the fourth-year safety out of Maryland, brings it out to the 28-yard line. First down Detroit, down 3-0. 27 seconds left here in the first quarter. Taylor Lane Dickerson, the rookie out of Wake Forest, the quarterback. On 1st and 10, the Lions come out. Dickerson on first down, takes the snap, drops back, looking downfield, throws outside to Branch, and Branch down to the 24-yard line. That'll be a gain of 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 4. That's Cedric Branch, the wide receiver, in his 5th year out of Troy, the tight end actually. And that might be it for the first quarter. Let's see if they get the playoff in time. I don't think they will. It'll be 2nd and 4. And that's the end of the first quarter. Saints up 3-0 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Week 13, our Sunday night game here at Jammin' Sports. The Saints lead the Lions 3-0. The Lions have to win to stay in first place in a 3-way tie for first in the NFC Central with Chicago and Tampa Bay. They're both 8-5. They both won earlier this week. 3 receivers to the far side. Dickerson in the shotgun for Detroit. Dickerson throws to Neal down the sideline. And Neal all the way down to the 44-yard line. Dylan Neal. And that's a 24-yard gain. First down, Detroit. Little Travian's in the house. Good to see you there, Travian. Welcome on in. As always, good to see you. Jimmy Jam here with Sports Davis, my moderator. Misty's here. Say hi, Misty. There you go. Misty says hi. Detroit on the move into Saint territory now, down 3-0. 7:35 and counting in the first half. 1st and 10. They come out in the offset eye. Dickerson throws inside to Farr. A flag is down as Farr gets down to about the 28-yard line. Let's sort this one out. This may be on Detroit. It's on the Lions, on David Tomlin, the wide receiver. It'll be 1st and 6. I know that sounds odd. But it's a spot foul. If it's across the line of scrimmage, you mark it off from the spot. So it's 1st and 6 for Detroit. They have it at the Saint 40-yard line. Dickerson to Freeman. And Freeman goes down, a 2-yard loss on the tackle there made by Austin Winter, the 9th-year linebacker out of Iowa, the former Bill. It'll be 2nd and 8. Charles Freeman had nowhere to go on that play. Second and 8. Detroit at the New Orleans 42-yard line. Lions come out. 4 receivers set wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson to Freeman, and Freeman is going to lose 2 more yards. Making the tackle, Franklin Belt, number 91, the 10th year defensive end out of Hawaii. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Lions at the New Orleans 44-yard line. Detroit comes out. Dickerson in the shotgun on 3rd down. Dickerson draws back, throws downfield deep, and it's incomplete. The receiver was well covered. On the coverage there was number 25 for the Saints, Benjamin Clements. He was looking for David Tomlin. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down, and Detroit will punt. Dylan Hardiman comes in to punt, gets the punt away, and that's going to be out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Nice punt by Hardiman. New Orleans will start at the 12, up 3-0 with 6:11 left to play here in the first half. It's been a defensive game so far, just a 3-0 lead for the Saints. Don't forget the schedule and standings are down below. If you're watching this on a computer or laptop, just toggle down. You'll see the schedule and the standings down below. On 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line, Peyton Hicks throws, dumps it off to McAllister. And Jared McAllister, a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. 6 minutes and counting here in the first half. New Orleans can win the West Division of the NFC with a win today. They'll be division champs and will gain a playoff berth. On 2nd and 5, Hicks looking, throws underneath to McAllister down to the 26-yard line. A gain of 9 yards, another Saint first down. Last season, the Saints won the NFC West, but they were one and done in the playoffs, losing to the Giants at home 28-0. You'd like to get back there. 2 seasons ago, the Saints lost to Detroit in the divisional round of the playoffs. They were a wild card then, though. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Hicks to Wilder. And James Wilder is going to lose a yard back to the 25-yard line. Coming in to make the tackle, Ashley Morrison, the strong safety on the safety blitz in his 2nd year out of North Texas. Along with 93, Jerry Ball, the 9th year defensive tackle out of Nebraska. 2nd and 11 for the Saints at their own 25, up 3-0. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks to Wilder, and James Wilder pushes his way down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 4 yards to be 3rd and 7. Cody Neal on the tackle. .425 and counting. On 3rd and 7, Hicks in the gun. Hicks will drop back, throws to the near side, it's knocked away, incomplete. Breaking it up, Kerry Starnes, the strong safety in his 6th year out of LSU. And that will bring up 4th down, and the Saints are going to have to punt. That'll stop the clock with 4:11 left here in the first half. Max Rudiger back to punt for New Orleans, gets the punt away. And that's going to be fielded by Fletcher at the 20, makes a nice move down the sideline, down to the 37-yard line. Trey Fletcher, the second-year receiver out of Texas State. And now Taylor Lane Dickerson comes back out. Lions still down just 3-0 with 4:02 left to play here in the first half. Detroit will have it at their own 37-yard line. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson draws back. Throws downfield, overthrows his receiver, incomplete. He was looking for Mike Farr. Farr was open, but he overthrew him. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Under 4 minutes left to play here in the first half. Saints lead at 3-0. It'll be 2nd and 10. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson draws back. Dumps it outside to Freeman down the sideline. And Charles Freeman out to the 48. A gain of 11 yards, first down Detroit. Charles Freeman in his 9th year out of California, Berkeley. And that'll be a first down for the Lions. That also stops the clock with 3:51 left to play here in the first half. Just a 3-0 lead for the Saints. It's been a defensive ball game. Dickerson under center. Green in motion. Dickerson to Brown this time. Nathan Brown out to the 40-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 12 yards and a Detroit first down. First down Lions. Nathan Brown, the rookie out of Cornell, the Ivy Leaguer. Gotta like the Ivy Leaguers. You can be a jock and be smart. You can be both. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Dickerson in the gun. Hands off to Freeman. And Freeman is going to lose 3 yards back to the 43-yard line. On the tackle, Eric Pegram, the 5th-year safety out of Montana. A loss of 2 officially. It'll be 2nd and 12. Under 3 minutes left to play now in the first half. Just a 3-0 New Orleans lead. We've got the Chiefs and the Jets after this. We'll wrap up Week 13 with our Monday night game next. On 2nd and 12. Dickerson hands off to Freeman. And Freeman trying to get the outside. He only gets a yard. Back to the 42-yard line. Eric Pegram again on the tackle. It'll bring up 3rd and 12. Now they say officially no gain. It'll be 3rd and 12. 2-minute warning, fast approaching. Third and 12, Detroit. 5 receivers set wide. Dickerson back. Dickerson looking, throws. Incomplete. It was knocked away by number 28, Cedric Banks, the rookie out of Oklahoma. Kyle Adams, the tight end, the intended receiver. It'll be 4th and 12. Like I said, this has been a defensive game here in the first half. Both defenses playing really well. It was actually knocked down by number 52, the linebacker, Austin Winter. It'll be 4th and 12. Detroit, Dylan Hardiman back to punt. Gets the punt away. And that's going to be out of bounds at the 18-yard line. So that's where New Orleans will take over. 1st and 10 with 2:04 left here in the first half. 2-minute warning coming up after this next play. Misty made a great dinner tonight. Barbecue chicken wrapped in bacon. Oh my goodness. It was great. First and 10 from the 18-yard line. Hicks takes the snap, hands off to Wilder. And Wilder out to the 21. And that's the 2-minute warning. Saints up 3-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Week 13, our Sunday night game here at Jammin' Sports. The 10-2 Saints, the 7-5 Lions. We're at the 2-minute warning. Saints up 3-0. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Saints at their own 21-yard line. Both teams have 3 timeouts. Jimmy Jam with Sports Davis and Little Travian in the house. 5 receivers set wide. Empty backfield for Hicks. Hicks will drop back. Throws downfield, caught by Wilder. And Wilder out to the 38-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. And a New Orleans first down. James Wilder, the third-year back out of Tennessee. On the tackle, number 28, Don Reese, the former Patriot, the defensive back in his 6th year out of Indiana. Now in his 2nd year with Detroit, he spent 4 years with New England. A minute 40 and counting. Coming up on halftime. First and 10. Hicks in the gun. Takes the snap. Hicks looking. Throws outside, incomplete. And that'll stop the clock with a minute 26 left and bring up 2nd and 10 from the 38-yard line. He was looking for Bobby Ward, the tight end, but he overthrew him, incomplete. Later tonight after football, we'll start the NHL Stanley Cup Finals, or Stanley Cup Playoffs, semifinal series between Colorado and Detroit, Game 1. Hicks on 2nd and 10, and he's going to get sacked all the way back to the 25-yard line. A 14-yard sack, and Detroit takes a timeout. Detroit's hoping to get the ball back. Trying to see who made the sack. I didn't pick up the number. But it'll be a 14-yard loss. It'll be 3rd and 24 for the Saints. Back at their own 25-yard line. The Lions took a timeout because they want to force a 4th down and get the ball back. She made me barbecue chicken wrapped in bacon with pinto beans, yum, 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 and macaroni and cheese. It was good. 3rd and 24 in the I formation. Hawks in motion. Hicks to Wilder. And Wilder to the 27. And the Lions take another timeout. It'll be 4th and 21. A gain of 3 yards for Wilder. You put the leftovers. Good. It was good. I want more of them. New Orleans will have to punt. Jerome Taylor will come in with a minute 17 left. Detroit's going to have time to get points on the board before halftime. They'll get the ball back with 1 timeout, about a minute 10 or so left on the clock. Max Rudiger back to punt for New Orleans. Rudiger gets the punt away. K-Dog in the house. Fielded by Fletcher at the 22-yard line. And Trey Fletcher out to the 34-yard line. And that's where Detroit will take over, 1st and 10. K-Dog's in the house. Good to see you, K-Dog. As always, I appreciate all the NBA updates over the past few days. I hope you're doing well today. 1st and 10. I think Sports Davis is here. Evil Dead has pinball. He's in a pinball league on Tuesday nights. He won't be in tonight unless it's late. He might get in late. 1st and 10. Dickerson back. Dickerson. And he throws outside. Incomplete. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I watched it. I actually watched the entire 4th quarter this morning. And the ceremony and everything. I'm glad they won in front of their home crowd in Denver. That's always nice. And I'm happy for the Nuggets. 47 years, they finally win a championship. On 2nd and 10, Dickerson looking, throws downfield, caught by Neal, down to the 48. A gain of 18 yards. First down for Detroit. Under a minute left. Saints up 3-0 here in the first half. Dickerson drops back. Dickerson throws underneath to Freeman. And Freeman, no gain. Actually incomplete. And that'll stop the clock with 41 seconds left. He was broken up by Sam Adams, the linebacker in his 9th year out of Florida. Adams, a former Patriot, spent 8 years with New England. Now in his first year with the Saints. We have more football after this. It'll be the Chiefs and the Jets, the Monday night game to wrap up the week. On 2nd and 10, Dickerson back. Throws outside to Farr. And Farr down at the 37-yard line, a gain of 11. 30 seconds and counting. Detroit has one timeout. They're not in field goal range yet. We'll have the Chiefs and the Jets after this, and that'll be the final game of Week 13. And then after that, we have hockey. The Stanley Cup playoffs start tonight. Game 1 of Colorado and Detroit. We'll have Game 1 of Boston and Philadelphia tomorrow night. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Dickerson looking downfield. He's in trouble, and he gets sacked back at the 42. And the Lions take a timeout with 6 seconds left. That'll be a 5-yard sack. It'll be 2nd and 15 for Detroit. And I'm trying to pick up the number who made the sack. I think it was number 70, Wayne Martin, the 8th-year defensive end out of California. So with 6 seconds left until halftime, Detroit will probably throw a Hail Mary here. They're not close enough for a field goal. They're going to try a field goal. Wow. This will be a 59-yard attempt by John Decker. Kick is up. That's not even close. Nowhere close. 2 seconds left. The Saints remain on top 3-0. It's been a defensive first half. Just a 3-0 ball game. Both defenses have played really, really well. And now the Saints will have one more shot before halftime. 2 seconds left. They'll line up and throw a Hail Mary and hope a miracle happens. It's happened on occasion. So the Saints will line up, 3 receivers to the far side, lining up for the Hail Mary. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks looking, throws into a crowd, bounces around, incomplete. We hit halftime. Your halftime score, the Saints 3, the Lions nothing here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Our Week 13 Sunday night game. The 10-2 Saints, the 7-5 Lions. New Orleans can wrap up the NFC West title with a win tonight. Detroit, if they win, they'll be in a 3-way tie for first with Chicago and Tampa Bay in the NFC Central. If not, they'll be one game back. Fletcher from the 3-yard line. Detroit brings it out over the 25. And out to the 27-yard line. First down, Lions. New Orleans can be the first team to clinch not only a playoff spot, but a division title this season with a win. Of course, Detroit, they're trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. K-Dog says, "Go Lions, go." 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Dickerson in the gun. Dickerson to Freeman, and Freeman up the middle, and Freeman, nice gain all the way out to the 44-yard line. A 17-yard gain for Charles Freeman. 1st down, Detroit. That's right, you hate the Bears. I forgot about that. You're from Illinois and you hate the Bears. That's okay. I'm from Nashville and I don't like the Titans. So I can relate. I just don't like how Bud Adams did the city of Houston when they took the Oilers out. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Dickerson throws to the near side to Adams. Kyle Adams, the tight end, in his 3rd year out of UCLA, a 2-yard gain to the 46-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd and 8, Detroit from their own 48-yard line. Down 3-0, 4 receivers set wide. Dickerson back, looking, steps up, throws underneath to Neal. And Dylan Neal all the way out to the 36-yard line. An 18-yard gain to Dylan Neal, the 2nd-year receiver out of VMI. 1st down, Lions. They're on the move. The Saints lead at 3-0. A low-scoring defensive first half. But now Detroit here in the 3rd quarter, moving the ball downfield. Trying to, at the very least, tie the game up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson hands off to Freeman. And Charles Freeman, 3 yards to the 33-yard line. He'll bring up 2nd and 7. Andrew Moore on the tackle along with number 95, Bryce Barnett, in the 7th year out of Illinois for Barnett. 2nd and 7. Detroit at the Saint 33-yard line. Jimmy Jam, Sports Davis, K-Doggy in the house along with Misty. Dickerson back, throws, and it's nearly picked off. Broken up and knocked down by Austin Winter, the linebacker. And that'll bring up 3rd and 7. I hate having an awful team as my state team. I'm with you. 3rd and 7. Detroit at the Saint 33-yard line. A big 3rd down. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson back. Looking. Throws. Downfield. Caught by Neal. Down to the 19-yard line. And that's going to be a 14-yard gain to Dylan Neal. 1st down, Detroit. Inside the 20-yard line. The Lions now in the red zone. .540 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Saints up 3-0. Lions are now in field goal range. Detroit comes out. 4 receivers set wide. Dickerson hands off to Freeman. And Charles Freeman down to the 17-yard line. Just a gain of a yard. Bryce Barnett on the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Lions. 5 minutes, 10 seconds and counting here in the third quarter. On 2nd and 9, Lions come out in the I formation. Dickerson to Brown this time, and Nathan Brown gets a yard out to the 16-yard line. Make it a 2-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 7. Andrew Moore, the linebacker, on the tackle for the Saints. Another big 3rd down for Detroit. 4 receivers set wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson looking. Throws inside to Farr. He fumbles and the Saints come up with it. Mike Farr caught the pass at the 9-yard line, but he fumbles and the Saints come up with it. Let's watch the replay. Was he down? They might review that. He might have been down. This may be Detroit ball. Let's watch it again. Yeah, he's down. His butt's down. That's going to be Detroit ball. They're going to review that. I'd be surprised if they didn't. His butt was down before the ball came out. Yep, there's the review. This is going to be 1st and goal, Detroit. Let's watch this again. I think his butt and his elbow were both down, yes. Remember now, the ground cannot cause a fumble. Butt is down, elbow down. This will be Detroit ball. The ruling on the field's overturned. It'll be Lions football, 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. 4:15 and counting here in the third quarter. A very low-scoring game. 3-0 New Orleans. In the I formation, Dickerson to Brown, and Nathan Brown 3 yards down to the 4-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal. Under 4 minutes left here in the third quarter. Keith Rivers on the tackle in his 11th year out of USC. K-Dog is saying, go Detroit. If Detroit were to upset the Saints, there'd be a 3-way tie for first. In the NFC Central, Chicago, Detroit, and Tampa Bay would all be 8-5 with 3 games to go. Dickerson looks to the end zone. Caught by Adams. Touchdown, Detroit. A 4-yard touchdown catch by Kyle Adams, the tight end. And the Lions take a 6-3 lead. There you go, K-Dog. Yes, he says. K-Dog is my newest moderator. He's been loyal. He's been showing up, so I made him a moderator. You are one already. Kick is up, and it's good. Lions up 7-3. 3:34 left to play here in the third quarter. Live from Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Week 13, our Sunday night game here in Jammin' Sports. You are a moderator of it. These 2 laptops right here, this is your name here and you're a moderator. So the Lions lead at 7-3. 3:34 left to play here in the third quarter in a highly defensive ball game. And now John Decker will kick off. This will be fielded by Pruitt at the 4-yard line over the 20-25. And Brian Pruitt brings it out to the 28-yard line. 3:31 left play here in the third quarter. Lions up 7-3. Don't forget, we have the Monday night game coming up next. The Chiefs and the Jets will be at MetLife Stadium for that one. game coming up next will be the final game of Week 13. We'll start Week 14 tomorrow. It'll be the Browns and the Giants tomorrow night after baseball. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Hicks hands off to Wilder, and James Wilder out to the 41-yard line. A gain of 13 yards for James Wilder, the third-year back out of Tennessee. First down, New Orleans. The Saints at 10-2. They have the best record in the league. On 1st and 10 from the 41. Hicks looking, throws. It's intercepted. The Lions get it right back. Picked off by Kevin Saunders, the third-year linebacker out of Columbia University. And the Lions defense comes up big, and they get the ball right back. He was trying to dump it off to Wilder. I don't think he saw Saunders sitting there. And Saunders just steps in front of Wilder and picks it off. And now Taylor Lane Dickerson comes back out, the rookie quarterback out of Wake Forest. 2:58 left. Here in the third quarter, Detroit can make it a two-possession game with a touchdown. That's a huge interception for Detroit. On 1st and 10. Dickerson under center. Dickerson, play action, throws outside, incomplete. Well, good. I hope he had a good time. Incomplete pass, it'll be 2nd and 10. 2:54 left to play here in the third quarter. 4 receivers set wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson rolls out, throws downfield. Caught by Neal down to the 27-yard line. A gain of 11. First down, Lions. Dylan Neal, the second-year receiver out of VMI. Another Lions first down. Cedric Banks on the tackle, the rookie out of Oklahoma for New Orleans. 2:35 and counting. Here in the third. 1st and 10 Detroit at the New Orleans 27-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side. Dickerson in the gun. Dickerson will drop back. Throws downfield, caught by Adams. And Kyle Adams down to the 7-yard line. A gain of 20 yards to Kyle Adams. It'll be 1st and goal for Detroit at the 7-yard line. Coming up on 2 minutes left now in the third. Detroit trying to make it a two-possession game. They spread the receivers out. Dickerson in the shotgun, and somebody jumped. That may be on the Saints. It's on the Saints. That's on Wayne Martin. It'll be 1st and goal from the 4-yard line.
Still first and 10.
A minute 56 left to play here in the third quarter. In a low-scoring defensive struggle, the Lions trying to capitalize off the interception. They'll have it 1st and goal at the Saint 4-yard line. Detroit comes out in the I formation. Dickerson to Brown, and Nathan Brown is in for the touchdown. A 4-yard touchdown run by Nathan Brown, the rookie out of Cornell. And the Lions go up by 10, 13-3. They turn the interception into a touchdown, and K-Dog is happy. K-Dog rooting for the Browns tonight, or the Lions tonight. Nathan Brown on the touchdown. And now John Decker for the extra point. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Lions lead it 14-3. A minute 43 left to play here in the third quarter. We're live from Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan, Week 13. Our Sunday night game here at Jammin' Sports. K-Doggy celebrating the Detroit touchdown. And now Decker will kick off. This will be fielded by Jefferson 2 yards deep over the 20. And Jefferson brings it out to the 25-yard line. Tim Jefferson, the fourth-year receiver out of Ohio State. So the Saints now down by 2 scores, down by 11. Will take over. Peyton Hicks comes back out. He's had a rough night. 2 picks, no touchdowns. Only 3 points on the board for the Saints. New Orleans, if they can come back and win the game, they'll win the NFC West. But Detroit has other plans. 4 receivers set wide. Hicks in the gun. 1st and 10 from the 25. Hicks to Wilder. And James Wilder to the 32-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3. On the tackle, number 92, David Russell, the third-year defensive end out of Michigan. Going to bring up 2nd and 3. On 2nd down. Hicks hands off to Wilder again. And Wilder to the 33-yard line. That'll be a gain of 2 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 1. On the tackle that time, number 93, Jerry Ball, the 9th-year defensive tackle out of Nebraska. That'll bring up 3rd and 1. Under a minute left here in the third quarter. Lions up by 11. Hicks on 3rd down. Throws outside to Wilder, and he gets nailed, but he holds on and gets the 1st down. A gain of 3 yards by James Wilder. Out to the 36-yard line, 1st down Saints. Kerry Starnes on the tackle, number 24. Starnes, the former Giant, in his 6th year out of LSU. Spent 5 years with the Giants. Now in his 1st year with Detroit. Did you block the lead? 20 seconds. 4 receivers set wide. Hicks in the gun. Hicks will drop back. Throws downfield. Caught by Jefferson somehow at the 48-yard line. A 16-yard gain. And that will take us to the end of the third quarter. Lions up 14-3 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Week 13, our Sunday night game. The Lions lead the Saints 14-3 as we start the fourth quarter. The Lions trying to win to pull into a 3-way tie for the NFC Central lead with the Bears and the Bucks. All 3 would be 8-5 if Detroit wins. The Saints trying to wrap up the NFC West title with a win. On 1st and 10, Hicks looking. Hicks throws downfield, incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. We'll take a look who these teams play next week. New Orleans will host San Francisco. And Detroit next week is at Tampa Bay. That's a huge game. 2nd and 10. Hicks looking, throws to Hawks. And Logan Hawks down to the 42-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. It'll be 3rd and 4 at the Detroit 42. Logan Hawks, the 6th-year receiver out of Syracuse. That Detroit-Tampa Bay game is huge, especially if Detroit wins today. 5 receivers set wide. Hicks in the gun. Hicks throws underneath to Ward, and Bobby Ward out to the 33-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. It is Saint first down. Bobby Ward, the 11th-year tight end out of Tennessee. Jimmy Jam with Sports Davis and K-Doggy, my 2 moderators. Misty's here too. Seven minutes left to play here in the 4th quarter. Saints down by 11. Hicks in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Hicks back to throw. Hicks throws downfield, caught by McAllister down to the 19-yard line. A 14-yard gain by Jared McAllister. First down, Saints. Can you get it? Can you get it? Can you get it? 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Saints come out, 3 receivers to the far side. Hicks from the shotgun. Hicks pump fakes, looking. Hicks throws to the end zone, and it's picked off by Benny Blades. He'll take a knee and take the touchback. And the Saints throw their 3rd pick. Peyton Hicks, his 3rd interception of the game. And Detroit will get it back on the interception. Benny Blades, the 10th-year safety out of Florida, picks it off. The ball was underthrown. He was looking for Logan Hawks. And Blades does the smart thing. He takes a knee. And Detroit will have it at the 20-yard line. Another empty drive for New Orleans. And that's got to make K-Doggy happy. We'll have the Chiefs and the Jets after this. Our Monday night game to wrap up the week. We'll start week 14 tomorrow after baseball with the Browns and the Giants. On 1st and 10, Dickerson in the gun. Dickerson to Freeman. And Charles Freeman out to the 27-yard line, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Yep, K-Dog's happy. Charles Freeman, a very underrated back. He's been a very consistent back for the Lions, now in his 9th year out of California. 2nd and 3 for Detroit. At their own 27-yard line, up 14-3. In the offset eye, Dickerson, play action, rolls out, and he gets sacked back at the 19-yard line. There'll be a loss of 8 yards. Making the sack, Franklin Belt, the 10-year defensive end out of Hawaii. And that will bring up 3rd and 11 for Detroit. It's a big sack. The Saints trying to stay in the game. When's the Buccaneers' next game? When is the Buccaneers' next game? Well, let me look. Looking at the schedule. Tampa Bay plays Detroit next week. That's going to be in a few days. 3rd and 11, Dickerson back. Throws to the near side, caught by Tomlin. Out to the 38-yard line, a 19-yard gain. First down, Detroit. And that'll be a first down for the Lions. Dave Tomlin, the 6th-year receiver out of Army, on the catch. New Orleans is running out of time. They got to get the ball back. We're coming up on 5 minutes left in the I formation. Dickerson, play action, looking. Dickerson, he's got all day. He throws downfield. Caught, but the receiver's out of bounds. Incomplete. He was looking for Tomlin again. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Actually, it was Kyle Adams, the tight end. 4:53 left to play. Lions up 14-3. 4 receivers set wide. Dickerson in the gun. Dickerson hands off to Freeman. And Charles Freeman out to the 45-yard line. That'll be a gain of 7 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. K-Doggy says, go Lions, go. If the Lions hold on, Detroit, Chicago, and Tampa Bay would all be 8-5. And Detroit plays Tampa Bay next week. And that's going to be a huge game. 4 receivers set wide. Dickerson back. Dickerson throws underneath to Freeman. And Freeman 3 yards out to the 48-yard line. That'll be just enough first down. Actually, more than that. That's a 8-yard gain. First down, Detroit. Make it a 7-yard gain. Andrew Moore on the tackle. Coming up on 4 minutes left to play. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson hands off to Brown. Nathan Brown gets a yard out to the 47-yard line. Andrew Moore on the tackle. No gain. Now they say no gain. 2nd and 10. Clock continues to move. 3:35 and counting. Detroit on the move, up by 11. The Saints, they have to get the ball back. They're running out of time. 4 receivers set wide. Dickerson in the gun. He'll hand off to Brown again. Nathan Brown just plowing through people. The rookie out of Cornell down to the 39-yard line. That'll be a 9-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 1. Nathan Brown, the rookie, just watch him plow over people. They picked him up in the 3rd round of the draft. He's turned into a fine running back. He's the backup right now to Freeman. Freeman in his 9th year. Got to think ahead. These guys may retire. 3rd and 1. In the offset eye, Dickerson under center. Dickerson to Brown again. He's got the first down. Out to the 36-yard line, a gain of 3. And that'll move the chains. A fresh set of downs for Detroit. And it looks like the Saints may have to wait a week to win the NFC West. Coming up on the 2-minute warning. It'll be after this play. On 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. And they don't get the playoff in time. Detroit's up 14-3 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. Our Sunday night game. We have the Monday night game up next. The Chiefs and the Jets will be at MetLife for that one. We'll be at the Meadowlands. 1st and 10 for Detroit. The Saints are going to have to start using their timeouts. In the I formation. Dickerson to Brown. And Brown gets 2 yards. The Saints take a timeout. It'll be 2nd and 8. At this point in the game, if Detroit were to get a first down, it'd pretty much end this game. It looks like Detroit is going to score the upset. Excuse me. And there's going to be a 3-way tie for first in the NFC Central once again this week, with Chicago, Tampa Bay, and Detroit all at 8-5. And it looks like the Saints are going to fall to 10-3. The Saints will still have the best record in the NFC, though. They're still the number 1 seed. On 2nd and 8, Dickerson to Freeman. And Freeman gets a yard as the Saints take a timeout. They have 1 left. 1:53 left to play. It'll be 3rd and 7. Big 3rd down coming up for Detroit. The Saints' only shot is to get the stop here, call a timeout, and get the ball back. It'd be a 50-yard field goal from here. But a field goal keeps it a 2-possession game. 3rd and 7. 3 receivers to the far side for Detroit. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson drops back. Throws inside, incomplete, but a flag is down. They're going to get the Saints for pass interference, I think. Nope. They're going to get Detroit for holding. If you're the Saints, you want to decline that penalty. Make it 4th down. And they are. I thought that was pass interference, but no. It'll be 4th down. The Saints decline the penalty. 1:49 left. The penalty stops the clock. And now they're going to try a 50-yard field goal. John Decker. Snap, kick is up. It's no good. Decker is 0 for 3 tonight on field goals. He's not had a good night. However, Detroit still leads at 14-3. New Orleans is going to get the ball back. New Orleans has 1 timeout, but they have to score twice. They're down by 11 with only 1 timeout. Now the missed field goal will give New Orleans pretty good field position at the 40-yard line with 1:45 left. The Saints have to score twice. Saints come out. 4 receivers set wide. Hicks in the gun. Hicks will drop back. Rolls out, throws downfield. Caught by Ward. And Bobby Ward out to the 49. A gain of 11. First down, Saints are in the hurry up. Hicks in the shotgun. 5 receivers set wide. Hicks takes the snap. Looking. Throws. Gets it out to McAllister. Down to the 35. A gain of 14 yards. Saints stay in the hurry up. 1st and 10. Hicks in the shotgun. Back to throw. Hicks throws. Gets it to McAllister again. Down to the 24-yard line. A gain of 11. First down, New Orleans. We're coming up on a minute left. 5 receivers still set wide on first down. Hicks back to throw. Throws to Hawks. And Logan Hawks down to the 18. That'll be a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. 48 seconds. Hicks will spike it. And we'll stop the clock with 45 seconds left. The Saints, they have to score, and they have to score quickly. Because they have to have enough time to get the onside kick and score again. Four receivers set wide. Hicks in the gun. On third down. Hicks looking. Hicks throws to the end zone. Incomplete. It'll be fourth down. 41 seconds left. He overthrew his receiver, Jared McAllister. It'll be 4th and 4 from the 18-yard line. Well, you got to get a field goal at some point. This will make it a one-possession game. Jerome Taylor, this will be from 35 yards to make it a one-possession game. Kick is up, and it's good. That's actually a smart play because you need a touchdown anyway. So you might as well get the field goal now. It's now an 8-point game. Lions up 14-6. And now New Orleans will kick the onside kick. They now need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So Jerome Taylor will line up for the onside kick. Here we go. The onside kick attempt is recovered by Detroit. And the Saints are going to come up short. David Todlin recovered the onside kick for Detroit. And now the Saints, they have one timeout. 2 more snaps and this game is over. Detroit is going to get the upset. Detroit will go to 8-5. Chicago, Tampa Bay, and Detroit will all be tied atop the NFC Central at 8-5. And the Saints will drop to 10-3. The Saints will still be in first place in the NFC West. They take a knee. Dickerson takes a knee. The Saints take a timeout. They're out of timeouts. It'll be 2nd and 11. Don't forget, we got the Chiefs and the Jets up next. We'll wrap up Week 13 next with Kansas City at the New York Jets. And then after that game, we'll have Game 1 of the Stanley Cup semifinal between the Colorado Avalanche and the Detroit Red Wings on 2nd and 11. Lions come out in the victory formation. Dickerson takes a knee, and they don't have to snap it again if they don't want to. The Saints don't have any timeouts. They might take one more knee anyway. Final seconds will tick away. Your final score, Detroit 14, New Orleans 6. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. We've got the Chiefs and the Jets up next. We'll see you then.